Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com. And yesterday when I went for my morning e-bike ride on one of my favorite routes, I noticed that something had changed. And this is at the end of the canal that goes by our place. And as you come around the corner here, up in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you can see that there's a huge mound of dirt, which wasn't there. And so then I decided, okay, today I will take my drone on my morning ride, and I'll see what's going on. I've already filmed that area previously, and I'll find that video and put a link to it, although it's going to be just like this one probably. I really don't know what they're doing, but they've got some machinery up there that they didn't have the last time I flew. So they're doing something. And by the way, I apologize. I don't like to film on cloudy days, but it was that way today, and I thought, well, I'll get up and just make a video because it's about time for me to put another video up, I suppose. Anyway, so we're taking off, and then we have to go across the canal over here, and there's a mound straight ahead of us there. There's a mound of dirt that was there, that was made the last time I came with my drone. And now they've got this other mound over on the right-hand side, and they've got that machinery. It says Ready Mix, whatever that does. By the way, this property belongs to the cement plant, which is to our left here, and it was actually in the background as we were taking off. So they might be mixing some kind of mixture of concrete or something with that big tank and everything. So I don't know what is going on, but there's that mound of dirt that I was talking about that you could see from the canal road. Now, this area, if you look straight ahead up there, you can see 4 little dots. That's where they transfer. That's where they carry water across the big canal that is up there. And what it is this is called the Queen Creek Wash. In other words, when there's flash floods and stuff like that, it all comes together in one spot right there straight ahead of us here from the mountains and the prairie up there and everything. And then it comes running down that from the right to the left, running down that little creek bed there. It's normally dry, but when in the wintertime, when it's there's a heavy snow in the mountains and it starts to melt, then there's water coming down there pretty heavily. And so you can see where the last time I flew, they had dug this big groove in the ground across the creek. In other words, blocked it off. So you can see it comes along, and then it would drop down into that hole. And of course, you can see where there's tractor treads. So they did some mending, I guess. I don't know why, but anyway, it had washed out a little bit, and so they fixed that so that next time it rains, it'll wash out again. It looks like it'll wash out again. So anyway, I don't know what they're doing, but we'll keep track of it, and you can see where they blocked it off so that the creek can't go on down. This might be a holding pond to maintain flood control, because there's another one further down, and then there's the big one by the park I like to go to. But it's a mystery of what they're trying to do here, so we'll probably figure it out as time goes by, or maybe we'll see. So I thought, well, I've got a story I could tell you real quick, like before before this video gets over. In my last video, I talked about how I got a teaching job in Pasco, Washington. And by the way, if you're not familiar with my channel, I've been telling kind of my life history. So I got a teaching job and moved over to Pasco. And of course, we had rented a house, but then when the realtor turned the water on, it was flooded. So our first day into Pasco, where we were going to move, had to find another place. And so we got it there. We found a place and moved all of our stuff in. And then it was getting ready for school, so they had a special day for the new teachers that you went in, and it was like an orientation thing. And then like the next day, I think it was, they had a meeting day for all the teachers, and so then everybody was going to be ready for the next day when school started. So it was something like that anyway. And look at how full that canal is. It's right up to the brim and really running a lot of water through there. And so a lot of irrigation. And if you're looking straight down the canal that goes by our house here, way down there near the end of where you can see it, that's where I rode my bike from. Well, anyway, so very first day of school, I had my old 41 Ford pickup, and I don't know if I had brought it over yet, but anyway, so the night before the first day of school, I studied my lesson plans and got everything ready, and I was going to be teaching 2 classes of metal shop and 2 classes of mechanical drawing or drafting, and so I had all my lesson plans ready, and then came the morning to go to school. So I went to school and opened up my room, got everything ready, and I realized I had forgotten to bring my lesson plans for first day of school. And so, and I panicked. I really did. I'm not kidding you. I panicked so much that I went up to the office and I said, can I use your phone? I need my wife to bring me my lesson plans. And they said, it's right over there. So I went over and I picked up the phone, put it up to my ear, and then I realized we haven't had a phone connected yet. So I couldn't call my wife and have her bring my lesson plans. And not only that, back then there was no cell phones, no internet, if you didn't have a phone plugged into the wall, you didn't make a phone call. So that means that day I had to start my classes and just ad-libbing as I went along. And as it turned out, it wasn't too bad. I had most of the stuff memorized. And the first day of school, it's more of an orientation to the kids anyway. So I just covered everything that I had planned on covering, and it went pretty well. Of course, there was this one class where I was in my mechanical drawing class. I've told this story before. I was standing up at the front, and I was telling them how it was going to be, this and that. And there was these 2 guys at the very back row over on my left, and they were talking while I was talking. And I said something about, no, you guys knock it off, no talking. So, when I said that, then I heard some kind of a murmur out of them. A little old short me, I marched on back there. And I said, is that a threat? And all of a sudden, they said, no, sir, and they were really nice. So in the faculty room, here's the mixing machine. I don't know what they're mixing up, but we'll find out as time goes by. Somebody asked me how my day went, and I said, well, I had 2 guys, Rex Watkin and another guy named Bill. I had to scold them. They were being unkind and talking while I was talking. And they said, you got Rex Watkin in your class? I said, yeah. They said, last year, he's such a rebel that he shot a hole in the vice principal's car with a shotgun. And you got him in your class? And you know what? They became 2 of my best students. It's because I just didn't take any back talk, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I loved my kids and I enjoyed them, and so I had a lot of fun. And there I come. I'm going to land. I want to thank you for watching my videos, and God bless.